Today we're going to take a look at the modern enduro bike. These are the bikes you see on the trail day in day out across the UK. They're extremely capable bikes. They get us to the top of the mountain and they take us back down again. We're going to look in a little bit more detail about what it is that makes these bikes so capable and so much fun to ride. So what we're looking at today is my own personal bike. This is the 2015 Specialized Enduro. This is a 29-inch bike, and Specialized is one of the first brands to really push what could be done with a 29-inch wheel. This is one of the first long travel 29ers on the market. It comes with a 160mm RockShox pike out front and 155mm RockShox Monarch Plus out back. This bike is essentially the blueprint for modern enduro bikes, and it really kind of opened up what we could do with a big wheel and long travel suspension. So what we've got out back is Specialized very own FSR suspension linkage. Now that is a forced linkage that Specialized have used since the early days to great success. You can see it on all of their platforms, from their cross-country bikes right through to their downhill bikes. Lloyd Bruni will be riding that particular linkage this weekend at the Fort William World Cup. Now Specialized had the patent for the horse link for several years, but that patent is now up. And what we've seen since then is the iteration of several other brands adopt the horse linkage suspension to great success. It's a great piece of kit. What it means is it's really effective when pedaling, but it also gives great feedback when we're hitting the heavy stuff and things start to get a little bit bumpy on the way down. We're going to talk now about the one-bike drive chain that you see on most enduro bikes these days. It used to be the case that you came with 3 rings at the front that then dropped to 2, and you now see most bikes running just a 1-bike drive chain on the front. This has seen the cassette on the back to get bigger with a bigger spread, a better ratio from 9 speed to 10 speed through to 11 speed, and of course you've now got the SRAM Eagle running 12 speed. Shimano have just released their new XTR series and they'll be running a 12 speed as well, so it'll be great to see what happens when SRAM really bring that to market, just to see the performance difference between the top dog SRAM and Shimano. Up front, as you can see here, we are running the RockShox Pike fork. That is a 160mm travel fork with a 29-inch wheel. Now this comes with RockShox's very own charger damper and it's an air sprung fork. That means that I can set the suspension to my style, to the trails that I'm riding, and I've got an infinite adjustment there on the low speed compression. Now they've recently released the Charger 2 damper. That comes with both high speed and low speed compression, so there's even more adjustability on the fork there. And what we've seen recently, especially in the Enduro World Series, is we've seen riders move away from air sprung suspension and back to coil suspension, and that's simply a reliability issue. The courses that they're riding are so long and so tough that they really need that reliability to make sure they can get to the top step of the podium. So the bike comes with Specialized very own in-house dropper. This is the Specialized Command dropper post. This particular dropper post has 125mm of travel. Now this is a mechanically actuated hydraulic post, which means that it's a cable at the trigger and it's hydraulic at this end as well. So with the trigger, it means there's a lot less hassle than you would have with the hydraulic post. It's a lot easier to maintain and it's a lot more reliable as well when the temperature dips. So you can guarantee that you're going to get the same action every time you use the post. Tyre-wise, I'm running Specialized in-house brand tyres. This is the Specialized Butcher up front, and out back we have a Specialized Purgatory tyre as well. The tread pattern on the front tyre is similar to the Maxxis Minion, and out back it's similar to the High Roller, which we all know is a great classic tyre combination. Now the tyres themselves do come in different compounds. I'm running the Control compound, which is the intermediate compound. So Specialized do also do a grid compound, which is the extra soft. That'll give you a great grip, great traction control. But if you are looking for that little bit of extra speed and you can trust yourself on your bike in the corners, then the Control is a great option to go with. So that has been my very own personal bike check for Singletrack magazine with my Specialized Enduro 29er. Hope you enjoyed it.